This is my first test of the brand, my first sniff of the brand. The owner and the nose behind this is Fabio Conde, is a friend of mine. He had a great YouTube channel, a nose that I respected. He is based in Brazil, so definitely can't wait to sniff out the 3 samples that he sent to me. This is one of them. This is not even samples. This is more of a decant, man. This is a lot of juice can be fit into this. So I can't wait to let you guys know my first take on this one. Fragrance family, welcome to Take It a Test Drive. This is where I take a test drive of a scent prior to purchasing or forgetting about the scent. So I wear the scent for 1 to 2 wearings, sometimes more, depending on the size of the sample, and let you know my thoughts. Today, as the title suggests, I'm taking a test drive of Chypre Clair by the indie house of Conde Parfums. This sample was given to me by the nose, the owner of the brand, Fabio Conde, which, if you didn't know him, he was a fellow YouTuber, now has his own brand. So first and foremost, I want to thank Fabio and the brand, of course, for this opportunity to test drive their fragrances. So he sent me a sample pack of 3 fragrances. This is the first one I chose. I think out of the 3, this is probably the one that is going to be away from my personal taste a little bit less. However, I am going to share my thoughts with all of them and my experiences, good or bad. It doesn't matter. You guys know on my channel. So any nose or brand owner that does send me their stuff, they know what they're going to get on this channel. So thanks again, Fabio, for all the decants and samples. I certainly appreciate it, and I love testing out your brand and see what you can do. Now let's take a look under the hood for some stats on this one. Release date was 2017. The fragrance house, of course, Conde Parfums, Concentration Eau de Parfum. And the nose, of course, is Fabio Conde. Now, the major notes that I get while wearing this fragrance was a lemon, green tea, and lime. So a lot of citruses, and the citruses were actually really, really good in this particular fragrance. So let me talk to you about my days with Chypre Clair. Actually, I still have a little bit of juice left, like hardly anything. So remind me of this introduction, even though I wrote down my notes of my previous wearings. I might as well while I still have some of the juice left. The opening of Chypre Clair is exactly what I would expect from a fragrance that is called Chypre and Clair. Clair, of course, meaning transparent. So the opening is exactly that. Very green in manner, very much citrus based. Lots of the green citruses are popping through on my skin. The petit grain comes through in this fragrance too. Under that, it has some green, watery aspects. Bamboo comes in. There's some other green nuances in this fragrance with a little bit of vetiver too, of course, also green. The thing with this opening is what I could describe it as very refreshing, watery quality up top with some light depth to the fragrance, which I think would be great for his country of Brazil. This is built for that kind of weather. This is great for warmer weather. The bright lemon is probably the pièce de résistance in this particular fragrance. It hits your nose and it's surrounded by a lot of greens and green citruses, but also some other greens, of course, from the vetiver. There's the petit grain, the bamboo here, but very green as a scent, but that bright lemon up top really catches your nose. Very uplifting, very citrusy, and very much authentic as a lemon. Now, once we get into the heart of this particular fragrance, the scent continues to be fresh and aromatic and continues that theme and continues to push a watery aspect and a green theme. You start getting some vetiver and some moss, and it truly stays the path that it's trying to do from up top and hold on to those citruses as much as it can. Much of the personality of the scent relies on those citruses though. I really felt like the backbone of this scent, there wasn't much to it. And I see what he's trying to do, of course. This is really great for where he's from. I think this would be probably the top seller out there because the citruses really do grasp your attention. But other than that, the dry down can be a little without. And you almost want to spray again to get those uplifting citruses again because they were so nice up top. So that was one thing with Chypre Clair that was a little bit of a downer, is the dry down of it. It felt like the personality, it was losing it. Like I was trying to hang on to the citruses. I was like, no, don't go. But overall, the theme doesn't change much. It's not, I wouldn't say linear, but it doesn't move much. Now let's get into the revolver. Let's take a look at seasons. Seasons, I really think, like while wearing this, I'm wearing this and right in the middle of our winter season here. And I had it for fall for a little bit. I think this would actually be perfect for spring for Canada. I really think it would be great for the rainy days and stuff like that. I really think this would be a daily wear scent too. So for day or night, definitely daily wear. I could see you wearing this at work or just casually or even dressed up during the day. Versatility of this fragrance, it has great versatility. It's a fragrance that doesn't have much daring notes. It really is very straightforward. I think this could be a signature scent in warmer climates. I can see that also. Now looking at performance, you're getting your money's worth. The longevity was pretty good at 7 to 9 hours. Nothing to complain here as far as longevity. Projection was fairly average on my skin, so I don't think you're going to get a beast out of this fragrance. It's exactly where I would want this type of fragrance to be. Long lasting, but doesn't push too much. Great for summer or spring. As far as my final thoughts on Chypre Clair, for my first sniff of the brand, this is a solid release. Not my favorite genre of scent, but I still enjoyed the scent itself. The citruses, of course, are the main players in this particular fragrance. The sparkle was simply well done here in the up top. The blend was very solid. The simplicity was intended, and it could be a drawback to some, as I feel this is the kind of scent that's nothing really new to the game. I think out of the 3 fragrances that he sent me, I probably picked the first one. This one right here is more away from my personal taste, and looking at just the names in them, I'm like, yeah, those 2 look pretty much up my alley. This one, not so much. So this may be my least favorite out of the 3. So I don't want to judge it too quickly, but as far as the first impression of this brand, this fragrance is a solid one, but it does have some drawbacks to it. If I had to give it a score currently out of 10, even though Fabio's a friend, I still judge him. I still judge the fragrances as I see them. Again, he won't take it too personally because, of course, it is just my taste. So if I had to give this one a score currently off this decant here, I would have to say this is a 6 out of 10 for me. A lot of things there's some drawbacks and there's some positive with this particular scent. The one drawback, I think, to me, because I've smelt so many fragrances, that I feel like this one doesn't really stand out in the fresh genre. The citruses were absolutely stunning. However, the backbone of the scent is, I feel, lacking a little bit. So that is one of the drawbacks on this particular fragrance right here. Now, I'd love to hear your take, fragrance community. If you have smelt any of Fabio's work, I'd love for you to put in some comments down below, especially Chypre Clair. Please tell us what you guys think about this fragrance. If you haven't, and maybe you have smelt the others from the brand, hey, comment below, let us know what you think about the other fragrances that I'm going to be testing out. I'm going to be testing out 2 more within my journey here on my channel, so keep it tuned in. If you enjoyed this content, please hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't. The bell is also waiting to be rung. Are you part of my notification gang yet? If you haven't already checked me out, I am on Twitter, Instagram, and on Facebook. You can just easily search me on that social media, Robes Await, and you'll find this little old mug. Also, I do have a Facebook fragrance group, which is called Fragrance Guru Nation. We are the largest Facebook fragrance group currently on Facebook. That's a mouthful. We have 15,000 members currently, and we are growing every day. Join us today. The links are, of course, down below. As always, a great pour fragrance will make a lasting impression. Choose your scent wisely. Thanks for watching, YouTube.